I use Driven. I have used Driven for, a long time. Ooh, I don't even know. It's got to be over 5 years. And I will say upfront, it's expensive and it is worth every penny, but it's a commitment. I pay $1,200 a month. I pay $1,200 a month for over 5 years. My
Okay.
database with them is over 3,000. They include every person I pre-qual, every person I close, every agent. All I need for that person to be input into my Driven is their email, their phone number, and their name. Driven does for me what I can't do for myself. So here's something talking about the mentorship. When you find someone who has a trade or there's a skill and you know it's not your strength, I try to operate out of my strengths. If you know something's not your strength, then you need to farm that out and pay for it and have someone else do it for you. Don't
I
try
know
to
that even.
build what's not your strength because you are then not using your strengths in other areas. So I actually am not good about social posts. I'm not good about the warm touches and the following up because I'm always knee deep in every loan. So what Driven does, and it's funny because they've taught me this over the years, is they said, Michelle, our approach is to build relationship. In fact, it's called Driven Relationship. Our approach is to build relationship through the texting, the emails, a couple videos we ask you to do maybe once a year. I did a Thanksgiving video that just says, I want to reach out and say thank you so much. I appreciate you. It was just a couple seconds, but they could see my face and they got it, the week of Thanksgiving. So what they don't do is they don't use it to just be like, rates are low, call me, because people will turn you off if they think you're just soliciting business. But they don't turn you off when they get, hey, just checking in, how's the new home? They get that after 2 weeks of closing.
Right.
They get another check-in after so many months. They get an email on their birthdays. They get a text on every anniversary. They get a check-in text that just says, hey, just checking in, see how things are going. Literally, that's all it says. And I never know when those are going out because of my pipeline so large. They send them out every week, every day. They do so many per day. And then all of a sudden, I'm just constantly, every day I'm getting texts. Oh, things are good. We just did this. Hey, things are great. Hey, I hear rates are going down. So people it keeps me in front of them, but more as a relationship because they don't realize that that's a CRM business. They literally think it's me just saying, hey, checking in, how's it going?
Right.
And it was funny because I was at a UWM event at a dinner at UWM, and we're sitting there with some of the management, and they're asking me again about CRM. And these little texts go out. Hey, just checking in. How are you? I get this long text back. Oh my gosh, Michelle, I'm so glad you reached out. I'm getting a divorce. I need to buy a new home. And she goes in this whole story. And I'm like, I don't even know who this is. Let me click on her little square. The
That's
circle has
hysterical.
their initials. And so I have to click it on to even know who it is. Like, it's amazing that I get it. Oh, just last week they texted out, hey, just checking in. Someone texts back, oh, it's so funny to hear from you. I'm thinking of wanting to do a HELOC. I call him, I app him on a Friday. He's clear to close the next week on a Friday. Like it brings me business all the time, but it is a commitment and it is a dollar amount.
Well, you know what, though? I'm glad you mentioned that because even though it is a pretty high dollar amount, you're not going to piss away that money. So you're going to use it. So even though spending that kind of money makes you jump in there and actually use it. So committing yourself to some sort of CM like that actually costs money, it means you're going to use it. And when you use it, you'll be successful with it. So
And I want to say the thing that differs them from all other CRMs, because I looked into some of the other CRMs, the Django, all that stuff. I don't, again, not my skill set to have to sit there and decide what should I text out?
yeah.
When should I program it to go? How should I do this? Like I don't do anything. My assistant uploads all the contact info. They do everything. It's like having more than just a CRM. It's like having your own marketing department because they reach out to me and it's like, Michelle, we built all these for the year, your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your 4th of July. Do you want to look at them and approve them or just have us send what we built? I'm like, just send what you built. It's fine. Once in a while they'll say, can you send us a picture of your dogs or of a vacation? And then I'm like, here's a picture. And then they work it into something. So
Right.
it's like having a marketing department that I don't have to run.